2023 and I haven't played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe yet! That's okay, it's actually not that far back on my Nintendo Switch game lineup. It's only right here, but the fact of the matter is it's been almost a month since I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I intend to play all sorts of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe throughout 2023. So folks, for my first episode of Deluxe Rapid Races this year, I'm just gonna go ahead and find some worldwide players and see what this year has in store for me. Now, at this point in time, we are halfway through receiving DLC for this game, and I am a semi-decent player that still intends to use good old Black Yoshi on the Yoshi bike, but I also intend to host all sorts of friend rooms, maybe even some more tourneys and theme sessions and all that good stuff. But in order to really appreciate the friend rooms and the tourneys and the themes and all that good stuff, I need to have a bunch of simple races here and there too. So if all goes according to plan, if all goes according to schedule, I will be regularly playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe basically every weekend or every other weekend. We'll see how much that holds up. But I did play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe a fair share throughout 2022, so hopefully I can maintain some momentum throughout 2023. For now, we don't really need to watch the spectator race, or at least you folks don't need to, so I shall use this opportunity to go ahead and cut to the intro. When I return from the intro, it'll be racing time for me, baby. I'll see you all in just a moment. Whoosh! Alright, well, with regards to these courses, I'm gonna go ahead and pick DS Shroom Ridge. One, because I really like this course, and it's one of my favorites that they've added through the DLC so far. And two, I am going to prioritize picking courses that are not yet on thumbnails for my Deluxe Rapid Races series. So I know I haven't really used too many of the DLC courses, so that generally means I'm going to prioritize the DLC courses. Although, wait, I have used Shroom Ridge on a thumbnail now, haven't I? I also haven't used Hyrule Circuit on a thumbnail yet. I messed up. I should have picked Hyrule Circuit. I was busy picking courses that were part of the DLC because the DLC is that new hotness, but that doesn't mean I should take away from the 48 courses that came in the cartridge for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or in my case, the digital download for it because I have the digital version. But alright, you know, if we go to Shroom Ridge, it's fine. If we go to Hyrule Circuit, it's fine. If we go to Ice Outpost, that's fine too. Now, as for our racers, we've got Somazooma, Taaaaa, 398, pinkginger, Connie. All right, sorry, I'm trying to read all the names, but for better or for worse, this game just loads so quickly. And I can see that we've got a bunch of heavyweights or almost heavyweights on Wiggler bikes. Yeah, that's generally how it goes. I mean, I've seen a surge of Waluigi players on Wiggler bikes over the past couple of sessions, but I also acknowledge that those stats that Waluigi has are shared with other members of his weight class, and I know that that does include Donkey Kong, and then I think it also includes Roy, one of the Koopalings, but like everyone just wants to use Waluigi. So be it. Well, shoutouts to the players that are using Donkey Kong and King Boo, although shoutouts more to the players that aren't just following a metagame and are just using the characters that they like and are still managing to win anyway, which is what I intend to do as soon as they stop running into banana peels! Alright. Commentating and playing this game can be sometimes exhausting, so I'm gonna take this moment to take a breath. Alright, we're good to go. Hit the Waluigi player. Alright, let's get it. Now, I'm not certain that I will get first place every single time. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm certain that the opposite will happen. I'm not gonna get first place every single time, but I will still do my darndest to try and secure at least a position that's close to first place, and I'm gonna try to beat as many of these Waluigi players as possible. So, let's see what we got. Just trying to go for the double items, didn't quite get it there, but that's okay. I got triple mushrooms, which means I have an excuse to go along this way. And if I save on to one mushroom, okay, well, I've got a mushroom. If I can hold on to this toward the end of the course, I had a feeling something was gonna happen and I was gonna have to use up that mushroom. One of these days, I'll finally take that little shortcut right at the end, and I'd feel a lot better taking it if I had a mushroom, but alas, no mushrooms, no shortcut. But hey, first place is in sight, so let's go for it. All right, green shell, you got it. And can I bank it off? Nope, she's just they're just narrowly avoiding it. I feel like that was a pretty well-timed green shell, and yet they didn't even flinch, and now I'm gonna die. Great, now I must suffer. And first, yeah, I just mashed, sorry. And now first place and second place are gonna be so far ahead, and there's nothing I can do about it. I don't suppose someone else has another lightning or another blue shell, huh? No, I gotta fight for the, no, okay, we gotta get the plant out. There you go. Okay, there's the blue shell, but it might be a little too late. I'm just fighting for the bronze medal at this point, which I might still be able to get. And just tossing it behind me to defend myself. All right, I'll take bronze. Look, a medal is still a medal. Medals are important. Medals make up most of the periodic table. I'm glad that worked out. All right, I have lost to Koni and Osuramu. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw what time it was when I started this game, but it was like, it's like 11 p.m. right now. So that means that most of the players that I'm going to be playing, if I play worldwide, are not going to be American, which is kind of what I wanted. Because if I wanted to play American players, I'd go ahead and pick regional races. But I figured this would be a prime hour for people on the other side of the planet to be awake. Now, as for these courses, I've used Mario Kart Stadium on a thumbnail. Anything else is generally fine. And also that guy that picked GBA Mario Circuit. That's a nice looking me, but I have to ask, is it meant to resemble Keanu Reeves? I know he's a pretty popular actor right now. I know there was a John Wick trailer for the 4th movie that came out recently. And am I going to be the only person that picked random? I think so. I think I missed the memo. Oh man. I get the feeling it's gonna pick mine. Oh my god, I'm so sorry guys. I'm such a hypocrite too, because there are other recording sessions that I have where like all I want to do is play on the DLC courses, and there'll be 12 players in a room, and 11 people will pick the DLC courses, and one person won't, and they'll pick that one person's vote. And I'll get super upset, and here I am, basically doing the same thing, except this time we got to go to a DLC course, so I'm happy about that. Paris Promenade, remember folks, it's mirrored, so not like I really have this course super memorized anyway. The Mario Kart Tour tracks in particular, the ones that are based on actual locations, like Paris Promenade or Berlin Byway. Whoa there, Waluigi. Yeah, the tour tracks are a bit more difficult for me to memorize, I must admit. But the other tracks that I guess debuted in Mario Kart Tour that are in this game, like Ninja Hideaway and Merry Mountain, I got no problem memorizing those tracks, although I guess they are a bit more simplistic in their design. All right, you know what, Dehya? I made you use your super horn, so I'll just count that as a win. There you go. Now I'm gonna get red shelled. Great. You folks see what you see what you're doing? All you've done is give first and second place a bigger lead. Ah, okay. I thought I could get cut through there before the little cardboard cutout respawned. And it looks like that one Waluigi player is going back for an item. Not such a terrible idea. Now, I've got a star, so I may as well just use it now. Whatever. Really not the best place to use it, but there's only so much off-road on this course to where I can really make the most advantage of the star. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take double items. I'm gonna go ahead and get this little speed boost, and then let's see what I can play with. Triple greens. Probably once I'm past the plant, this will be useful. There you go. All right. I just land one shot, I'll be good to go. Oh, as long as I don't hit myself with my own shell, which I've done more times than I'd care to admit. Okay. Okay, and then now... Oh, I thought there was a part coming up where well, I guess I'm just banging myself up, falling apart. Like I said, I'm not too great on these tour tracks. Still memorizing their layouts, and mirror mode is not helping. All right, you got a star? Well, I've got a star, and I'm not getting hit by any pesky old green shells right now, thank you very much. Nope, no plants either. All right, now let's see what we've got. I get like lightning or something. Oh, that's a good point. Where is the lightning? If it didn't go off when I had a star, probably gonna go off like now. We're okay. All right, triple greens. At this point, once again, I think I just gotta play for the bronze. But hey, if that baby Rosalina player wins, that would make me happier than another Waluigi player winning. And I could have cut through there with the mushroom, I'm just not realizing that's okay. We're gonna cut through the end, just in time for me to have a face full of ink. Sorry, Paul the blooper. You're too late. And for those that might be newer to this series, the blooper in this game, I refer to him as Paul. Well, there is some good news. Not that I particularly care about my VR in this game, but I'm close to hitting 6,000. So if I just do a couple more races in this session, I'll hit 6,000 VR for sure. And then of these courses, DS Peach Gardens is part of the DLC, and I know for a fact I haven't used that track for a thumbnail yet, but it seems like everyone wants to go to Toad Harbor. That's fine. If I had to choose between going to a Rose Garden or going to San Francisco, I think I would personally choose San Francisco, especially since I think there are Rose Gardens in San Francisco, so you get to double up. But as far as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is concerned and its track selection, I would rather do DS Peach Gardens, which is probably the only time I'm ever going to say that, because historically I have not cared for DS Peach Gardens, but because it's part of the new hotness right now, I'm interested. But once DLC Wave 4 comes out, I'm probably not going to care all that much for this course. I am, however, glad that it looks pretty and that they actually revamped the third lap, but it doesn't matter. Folks, we're going to San Francisco, land of Sonic Adventure 2 and Crazy Taxi and a level in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and several other franchises and products, I'm sure. Okay, all right, here we go. Do you like the advertisements they have here? And I mean, this track does take some inspiration from New York as well. There is a Statue of Liberty. It's just easy for me to say San Francisco because there's hills, there's trolley cars, and it's by the water. Frick! Why is Toad bumping me around? Toad is a lightweight! Since when is he bumping me around? I'm Yoshi, I'm heavier than he is. I should be bumping him around. Whatever, now I gotta deal with all this. All right. It's okay. This isn't too bad of a track to make a comeback on. There are off-road segments, and I generally have decent lines on this course, as pro players will say. Decent lines being like, I know how to make the most of my route. I know how to optimize my speed and timing on the course, and I know for a fact that this is one of the best parts where you can use a mushroom on this course, is right here. That said, doesn't mean I can take the turn perfectly. I know I just said I have good lines, but doesn't mean they're always gonna be perfect. All right, let's try this way. Second place. First place is in sight. That is Taaaaa. All right, I'll pass you. There is no blue shell, right? Like, you didn't just stop intentionally? All right, oh, no. Give me something I can defend myself with. Coins. All right, may as well use those up now so I can have the green shell to defend myself, and now I'm at max coins, first place. I don't see a blue shell on the radar. I'll go ahead and toss that backwards just to mess you guys up, but it looks like I hit somebody. Excellent. Yeah, they never really expect you to just toss a shell backwards. They think you're gonna hold on to it for the entire race to defend against a red shell. Oh, I did not mean to hold on to the drift button for that long. That was a mistake, and now I'm gonna suffer the consequences. That was a mistake. No one to blame myself. And now first place is just gonna go to this Waluigi player who's got a mushroom, and I didn't take that turn as tightly as I probably should have, and now I'm probably gonna lose second place, but I'm not going down without a fight, darn it. Here we go. Okay, boom. All right, red shell. Yeah, I mean, I've said this in my videos before, but if you're in second place and you've got a red shell, I feel like you have an obligation to throw it. All right, something to defend myself, please. Great. All right, just hold that behind me. And then if second place has a red shell, I can defend myself, but for how long? Probably not a whole lot. This time I'm gonna, this time I'm gonna bang myself up, frick. Although the shell falling there is not such a bad idea. All right, this time we don't want to drift for too long. We want to stick to the path on the left. Thank you. All right, and then, yeah, I was shrunk for a really long time. All right, and then this Link player, I'd rather not bump into him, so I'm gonna stay a little bit away. I hit the Waluigi player. Almost got hit by Link's shell there. I will settle for second, losing only to a Link player and beating out the other Waluigi players. And as a result of that, will I have enough VR to reach 6,000 points? No, I will not. I am literally 1 point shy. Great. That's how it always is. I always gotta do extra work just to stay on pace with everyone else. It's okay. The VR doesn't necessarily matter. DS Waluigi Pinball, absolutely. The VR, I think, is only useful in helping you find other players with similar VR accounts to you, but that doesn't always matter as well because your friends can join you in a worldwide race. So, for all I know, like, I could find someone else who has similar VR to me, in this case, 6,000, but then those other players might have other people joining that have 10,000 VR, or less, maybe they only have like 2,000 VR. So it's a bragging right. Oh yeah, Waluigi Pinball, here we go. One of my all-time favorite courses, I think one of the all-time favorite courses of most people. They were really smart to include it in this game. And that's part of DLC Wave 2, so I have all the more reason to play on it! Oh yes, I love this course so much. I love it. I'm gonna honk my horn in excitement! Alright. I mean, it makes sense. We've got all these Waluigi players here, so we may as well go to this course, Waluigi Pinball! There we go. Alright. Yes. I don't really know like what the fastest way to glide through these cannon segments is. I used to believe holding down was the best way to go. At least I think that's the way to do things in Mario Kart 7. In this game though, I don't know. On this lap I chose to hold down. Maybe on the next lap I'll hold up. We'll see. All right, and then mushrooms on this course are always interesting because there isn't really off-road on this course, so there's not really a place to cut through. I guess it would be best to use a mushroom, probably, frick! I didn't know I was gonna get red shelled so quickly, golly. I was gonna say I think it's best to use a mushroom on the actual pinball table of the course, but whatever, I'm in second place now. And so now I did not know that the pinball was actually gonna destroy the item boxes. Did it always do that? Frick! I didn't think it was actually gonna hit me there either. I'm falling apart. Here I am saying it's my favorite course, and yet I know so little about it. I really do just like the aesthetic of it, and the layout of it actually isn't so bad, but that is a big problem, is that, oh yeah, let me hold up. There's no shortcuts on this course. You really just gotta be good. So it does fall into that problem of if you fall behind, you're gonna have a real hard time catching up. Although with a star, well, my problems can be a little less worrisome if you catch my drift. And speaking of drifting, let me go ahead and drift ahead if it can be helped. Okay, all right, 5th place. Red shell, okay, you had a boomerang. Okay, I just wanna make sure I hit you before you got the red shell or the boomerang out. Frick, I mean, I love a good challenge and all, but this is a little much. All right, let's make sure I get an item this time. I'm not gonna get the double items. It's a little too crowded over there. Triple red, let's go. All right, that sucked. Okay, frick, and the pinball destroyed that one. Wait, what broke that red shell? Hey! Why did that red shell break? There was no pinball or anything that time! Well, those 3 have to be the most wasted red shells I've ever had. And then as for this, I don't really know if there is a best way to go through that segment. Do not touch me. Do not touch me. That star, I know you want to use it. Well, I'm gonna make sure you don't get to use it. How about that? Frick! Banging myself up. I got to flatten the Link player. I liked it so much, I'm gonna flatten you again. All right, great. I mean, the important thing was I got to use that before somebody could use a bullet bill or a star. But again, I need other. Oh, actually, you know what? Lightning probably is one of the better items I can get on this course. Frick. That said, I'm glad I have mushrooms right now. I'm not glad that I'm banging myself up. What happened? I used to not bang myself up as much. All right, last batch of item boxes. Let's go. Let's not get hit by a pinball, a bomb, and I just wasted it. I threw the bomb, and I threw the race. Frick. Maybe I can pull out 8th. Oh, Paul, your timing is horrible. I couldn't even carry a coin over the finish line. Frick. Yeah, I mean, okay, I didn't get last. But yeah, now my VR is lower than where it was before. Golly, man. Golly, not one of my better races. I'm sorry, I gotta get back into the swing of things, I guess. As for these, I mean, of course I'm gonna pick Tour London Loop because I haven't used that track on a thumbnail yet, and it's part of DLC Wave 3, so it's really part of that new hotness. Which also means I don't really have the course memorized all too well, so if we actually wind up going there, I'm probably gonna fall apart. Still, I'd like to go there, and the fun of these worldwide sessions, or any of my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sessions in general, is to try and mix the DLC with the old courses. I know when a new batch of DLC comes out, we're all focused on just playing that new batch of DLC, but now that it's been a month, we can try and mix the DLC in with the old courses so we have a nice blend of courses to choose from. And we just went to DS Waluigi Pinball, and I'm grateful for that, and now we can ideally go to Tour London Loop, and then we can go to another course that's not part of the DLC, like, I mean, I don't know, we go to Mount Wario or Wild Woods a lot, or Baby Park, although I really don't want to go to Baby Park because this game thinks Baby Park is my favorite course, and it's not. It's just because everyone always picks it, but that's a rant for a different time. I needn't bother you folks with that. For now, what I would like to do, what I'd really like to do, is I'd like to go to Tour London Loop, and we've got 4 people picking it. So, I mean, that much is pretty decent, and 11 players, that ought to be fun. Alright, I mean, our odds of going to London Loop are pretty good. Oh, it's looking like London Loop. It is London Loop! Alright, well, folks, time for you all to see me as the scrub that I truly am, because usually what saves me on these tracks is my memorization of the course and knowing where to use mushrooms and all that, but I've only ever played on this course once, and the first time I ever played on it was in that friend room that I hosted last month. So, I'll do my best. I'll do my best, but yeah, I'm about to get destroyed here, but I'll make it up as I go along, just like I usually do. Oh, goodness. It's fine. I have to get comfortable with this course, and this is a fun opportunity for me to try and learn the course a little better. All right, oh, are we gonna start things off with a red shell immediately slamming me? No, although I suppose the option is still available. Okay, never mind. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try my best. I mean, I'm always gonna try my best. I figured I was gonna get hit. It was only a matter of time. That's why I used those coins up immediately. I figured it wasn't gonna last, so I may as well take the temporary speed boost while I have it. Now, the good news is that first place is still in sight, and we've got a jam-packed race going on. But man, I gotta admit, like, even as I'm racing on this course right now, I'm not really memorizing it all too much. That isn't to say that it's a bad track, it's just not one that's really gonna stick with me. I feel like anytime I race here, I'm gonna have to make it up as I go along. Tell you what though, I know that this is a good place to use a mushroom, because this is off-road, baby! Oh, I could have done so much better with that. Yep, I'm falling apart. Oh God, this is where it starts. I'm trying my best here. This is where it starts! This is where it starts! All right, hey, take it easy! Take it easy. Aye. Trying my best here. Yeah, my skills as a player are fading. It really goes to show when I'm out of my comfort zone, how much I fall apart as a player. But I'll do my best. Let's see if my skills as an improviser can save me here. All right, so I can still cut to the off-road again, and this time I've got a draft and I've got 2 mushrooms. And the trick, yeah, that's what I was supposed to do last time. I was supposed to kind of jump first and then use the mushroom so I can have like an extra split second of time. All right, and then Dehya, coming for you. I'm coming for that first. Paul the blooper. Oh, can we do this later? I really don't have this track memorized all that well, and blocking my vision actually is gonna mess me up this time around. All right. I chucked a red shell at him. There's a blue shell coming up, so blue shells can probably eliminate him. I don't think he has a super horn. Oh, he had a bomb, but he chucked it forward. I'm surprised he didn't drop it behind him! That was so smart! That was so smart on his end! I thought that bomb explosion would have gone off a long time ago. I did not think that was gonna happen. All right, I think my chances of getting first or second place are gone, so I may as well just defend the bronze medal. All right, I'm just gonna keep chucking the boomerang backwards. Get off of me! See you guys later. All right, well, for my second time ever playing on London Loop, I don't think it was that bad, but I don't think it was that great either. Golly, what a mess. But you know what? What an interesting race. I'm glad it proved to be entertaining, if nothing else. But all right, I gotta wind down. I got to play on a Wave 3 course. I'm happy about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one more race and then back out for the night. And I'll go ahead and let the other folks hear that is my intention, if any of them are interested. And then as for these, I'll go ahead and pick random. And I'll just have to hope that if it does pick random, that we go to a course that we haven't already played on. And I have learned that random can indeed pick the course you just played on. So any one of the, how many courses are in the game right now? There was 48 before DLC Wave 1, then there was 56, then there was 64, then there was 72, right? We're at 72 courses right now, so any one of the 72 courses can show up right now. Preferably, I'd like one that's part of the DLC, but it looks like we're gonna get Sweet Kingdom, which is fine. Frankly, I could stand to race on this track some more, and it's a track that I've raced on a dozen times already. Oh, we've got a player from South Korea. Well, isn't that interesting? Thank you for joining us. I guess this would be a comfortable hour for you. It is late, but okay. Or it's late for me, which means it's a normal hour for you. You're on the other side of the planet. All right, in any case, let's go ahead and race on Sweet Kingdom. My memorization of the course should aid me here, because I know the more optimal mushroom spots, or like when there's a split path, I know which route to take and stuff like that. All right, Somazooma, coming for you. I'm gonna show you that I don't need any purple overalls or any Wiggler bikes, although I do like that the Wiggler bike is a thing, genuinely. I just figure it makes more sense to me to have a Yoshi bike. And you've already got quite the promising lead though. Yeah, that's why you picked that combination, because it gives you that great speed buff, huh? Oh, that's messing me up. And I don't have a mushroom to cut through the little donut hole there, so, okay. We're just gonna make a mess. We are just making a mess, all right. Why make a mess when we can be making amends? Nope. And just like that, those front 3 players are just gonna be fighting against one another for the entirety of the race, while the rest of us just fight for 4th place. All right. Well, it's a bit of a shame to see this game dominated by such a Waluigi meta, and yet I can't help but feel compelled to try and take them all down. It's like Mario Kart Wii and Funky Kong all over again. Although at least Mario Kart Wii had the occasional Daisy. And every once in a while you'd get someone playing as Rosalina. Oh, frick! All right, you know what, that's okay. That wasn't like the worst item set to lose. All right, a boo. Okay, and then the mushrooms are good here, so I can cut through the donut. That's why donuts have holes, so you can go through them. All right, and then we got triple shells. Is probably the best time to use them. I don't know that they're gonna hit anybody. I guess I could have used one while someone was going through the gliding segment. All right, third place is in sight. I don't have to worry about getting knocked out of the sky here. Very good. All right, I'm in third place. Can I at least get the bronze for my final race of the session? Let's see. All right. Mushroom and a red shell. Okay, actually a pretty decent set of items. I will go ahead and use the mushroom here because I'm banking on the fact that I might get another mushroom coming up. Okay, and then red shell, go ahead and check that there. Okay, and then double items. And then, frick! What? Nothing matters. Nothing matters! Oh my, okay, you know what? That doesn't matter. Actually that kind of mattered. Leave, man. So the plant, hang on. I have to like recap what just happened there. So the plant took away my red shell. I got perfectly hit by a green shell. The lightning striking me down allowed a bullet bill player to pass me. And I wasn't able to use any of my other items. Great. All right. Well, that was a terrible race to go out on, but sometimes that's how it goes. But you know what? I had fun. So thank you all for playing. I got to race on different courses throughout the night, and you guys gave me nice races all throughout. So I'm out of here. Thank you all. I want to keep playing, but I gotta end things there. But in due time, I shall keep playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because it is my intention to continue playing this game throughout the year. And there's plenty more DLC to come too, so that'll make things all the more exciting. But for now, that wraps up this video of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Rapid Races. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye, humans. Whoosh! Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you want to continue to support my content, the best thing you can do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click the little buttons down below. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with my video schedule. My tag is @RealYoshiller. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye! Whoosh!